Hello Pisces, and welcome to your September of 2016 tarot card reading. I'm Mr. Whoopi, and in honor of the many requests we have gotten here at the Mr. Whoopi YouTube channel, I am doing this reading topless, just for our fans, just for the subscribers, just for those who enjoy our channel. I hope you'll become a subscriber. Now, enjoy the show. Okay. I always start out my readings by pointing out I use the top deck. I always enjoy the deck and that I get the cards laid out and ready to go before I turn on the camera. That way it saves us both a lot of time. Now, the way the cards are laid out, this is how the sign of Pisces will be meeting the month of September 2016. This is the first of the month going to the middle of the month. These cards are the middle of the month going to the end of the month. These cards are considered advice from the spiritual world, and these cards are the things that will be out of your control. All right, Pisces. Let's see how the month of September 2016 is going to go for you. You start off with luxury, which is abandonment to desire. It's giving in. It's the seeds of decay in the fruits of pleasure. So you're starting off enjoying yourself. Maybe a little too much. There seems to be a woman involved as the month starts. The Princess of Discs, a young woman. She's beautiful, strong, generous, kind. Okay, she's going to be in your life. Sounds like a nice person. And then you have satiety, which is the pursuit of pleasure. It's matters arranged as you want them arranged. It's success. So you're starting off the month on a high note, Pisces. You've got pleasure, probably a little too much pleasure. You've got success. You've got good people in your life. That's a pretty good way to start off any month. Let's see how the month is going to go. You start off the beginning of the month going to the middle of the month with completion. That's completion after much labor. It's rest. It's conclusions. So your month is starting off on a really great note. You're in good shape. Then you have the Sun, which is triumph, pleasure, recovery from sickness. You've got a lot of pleasure cards going here. Okay, it's recovery from sickness. This card can sometimes be a harbinger of a pending death. Okay, the way your month is going, I'm going to go with the triumph of pleasure bit, but this card can sometimes signify a pending death, so you might want to be careful of that. But so far, it's looking really good. Your month is going along on a good note. As we get to the middle of the month, you have a couple of men. The Knight of Swords, which is a man who's active, he's skillful, clever, he's often unreflective. Okay, so, you know, he might not care for too much about hurting the feelings of the people around him. But the first part of your month, I mean, you're starting off the month on a high note. You're going through the month on a high note. As you go from the middle of the month towards the end of the month, again, there's another man, the Prince of Wands, a young man. He's swift, strong, impulsive. He has a sense of humor. So the middle of the month, you seem to have a couple of guys in your life that are helping you through because, like I said, things seem to be going in a really good way. Okay, now we're heading towards the end of the month. Swiftness, which is it's boldness, freedom, activity. It's like you're really making these happen. You're in charge here and things are really going your way. You just seem to be taking care of business in a positive way. But then things take a downturn at the end of the month. Your final card is ruin, which is it's disruption, idle chatter, an insolent person. This card can also signify death, an impending death. So the end of your month, the end of the month of September takes a serious downturn for you, Pisces. So far, you're starting off the month great. The month looks like it's going great. You seem to be in control, but right there at the end of the month, boom, you have a serious downturn. You might want to prepare yourself for that because something is coming. Something's going to end the party. Let's look at the advice cards. The Magus. The Magus is it's skill, it's wisdom, craft. So as advice, that might be saying just rely on your skills this month because, you know, it looks like you are in charge here. You are making things happen the way you want them to, and you have the skill and the wisdom to do it the way you want it done. Then the Tower. The Tower is basically escape from prison and what that implies. It's courage, it's danger, but this can also sometimes signify death. And that's kind of scary, Pisces, because you got, in this one reading, you've got 3 death cards. I don't know what to tell you about that. But you might really want to be careful this month. I mean, this isn't saying you're going to die, okay? Because everything in your reading is fantastic. But there could be a death or a sudden death related to you sometime during the month. I mean, that's odd. You've got a lot of personal pleasure cards, but you've also got death cards that are just crazy. Your final advice card, and remember these are just advice cards, you can take advice any way you want to, is the universe. That's crystallization of the whole matter involved. It's the end of the matter. So as an advice card, that might be saying you're going to end something. Something that's been bothering you, something that's been troubling you is finally going to come to a head. It's going to be closed. Or as an advice card, it might be telling you to make sure that happens. Now, the things that are out of your control. The Knight of Cups. He's a man who's graceful. He's somewhat passive, sensitive. He has little depth of character. You know, so he's probably not a fascinating individual, but he will be out of your control during the month of September. Then you have the Fortune card, which is a change of fortune. This generally means a change of fortune for the better, but I don't see how you could get better than how things are going this month, and then you have a change of fortune here where things take a serious downturn. Anyway, that's out of your control, so expect a change of fortune during the month. Then you have victory, which is love, gain. It's a triumph over strife, and that's pretty much how your whole month goes till you get towards the end. You're going to have a pretty good month. Just towards the end of September, you're going to have some serious downturns. So you might want to prepare for that. So that, Pisces, is your September of 2016 tarot card reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you will subscribe to the channel. Until then, thank you for watching. This has been Mr. Whoopi.